What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with me, Blake Neiman. And fairy tale endings, I guess, are supposed to be just left at that, a fantasy. The Duke Blue Devils had hopes of living out the storybook ending for Coach K with the national championship. Despite winning an ACC regular season title and the West region of the NCAA tournament to advance to the Final Four, Duke came up just short of their ultimate goal as their arch nemesis, the North Carolina Tar Heels, were able to stun the Blue Devils yet again. This program handed Coach K the first loss of his coaching career, and now it hands him the final loss of his illustrious career in a game for the ages. For the first time ever in their historic rivalry, Duke and UNC met in the NCAA tournament, and there was no bigger moment for it to occur than in the Final Four in Coach K's final season. The game lived up to every bit of the hype as both sides laid it all out on the court in a back-and-forth thriller. The game had 12 ties and 18 lead changes in total as each team was laying haymakers back and forth. In the first half, the Heels got Duke's bigs into foul trouble, limiting Mark Williams to just 5 minutes and getting his replacement, Theo John, whistled for 4 fouls as well. But despite their big men getting into trouble, the Blue Devils were able to still rule the paint game to take a 37-34 advantage at the break. Coming out of halftime, the Dukies had 2 slam dunks to get their energy as they claimed their biggest lead of the game. But the Tar Heels quickly evaporated the deficit thanks to an 13-0 run that led Caleb Love, who, like he did against UCLA, flipped the switch in the second half. After only managing 6 points in the first half, Love caught spark and turned it into a fire with 22 points in the second half as he was absolutely balling, making big shot after big shot to help UNC compete down the stretch. Each team held their own with one another, but in the final minutes, it was the Tar Heels who were able to prevail thanks to missed free throw opportunities by Duke and an ice-cold dagger from beyond the arc by none other than Love to secure the Tar Heels spot in the national championship, while Coach K and his Blue Devils had to leave the court in heartbreaking defeat. If the great Mike Krzyzewski in all his years of coaching is going to go out losing to anybody, there is no one more fitting to do it than North Carolina. Not only will we never forget this incredible basketball game, but more importantly, we will forever remember and honor the greatness that is Coach K. He leaves the game as the all-time winningest coach in history with 1,292 career victories, but Coach K's legacy was really embarked upon the NCAA tournament, where he accumulated a record of 101 tournament wins, 36 tournament berths, 27 Sweet 16 appearances, 17 appearances in the Elite Eight, 13 trips to the Final Four, and 5 national championships. The list of accomplishments goes on and on for Coach K, but in the end, his entire legacy will be defined by one word: K. Mike Krzyzewski will always be remembered and should be rightfully praised for all that he has accomplished. But there are also 2 other teams out there that will look to accomplish what Coach K could not in a national championship in the year 2022. That title will either belong to North Carolina or another fellow blue blood in Kansas who took care of business against Villanova in dominant fashion earlier in the day. The Jayhawks were hot right from the jump as they started the game on a 10-0 run and built up a lead as big as 19 in the first half. This is a showing in the first half was a continuation of the Jayhawks' dominant showing in the second half of their Elite Eight matchup against Miami. Despite falling into an early hole, the Wildcats were able to make things interesting late as they shortened the deficit to just 6 points with 6 minutes to go. Yet thanks to big shots from beyond the arc by Christian Braun, the Jayhawks were able to separate themselves yet again and maintain their distance the rest of the way to advance to their record-setting 10th national championship game in school history and its first since 2012 when they lost in the same venue, the Superdome, to the Kentucky Wildcats. Will the Jayhawks reclaim their spot atop the college basketball mountain, or will the underdog UNC Tar Heels complete their Cinderella run and bring home a 7th national championship to North Carolina? It's going to be a good one, folks, and it's been a crazy basketball season and a March full of madness, and I can't believe it's already coming to a close. We'll see who will be crowned the champion of it all, and I'm so excited to tell you all about it. But thank you, Coach K, once again for all that you have done for the basketball community. You have inspired us all, both basketball fans and not, and you are just a true inspiration to the sport. Congratulations on an incredible career, and good luck to both Kansas and North Carolina as they try and win this 2022 national championship championship to cap off what has been an incredible season. Hope you all enjoyed all this and more. You can catch all of the sports action locally and nationally here on Blake's Take on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. Subscribe and like to stay up to date, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day.